Hey everybody, it's Miss Elizabeth and I'm back again with another edition of Teen Craft Corner. Today we're going to learn to make waterless snow globes out of mason jars. So let's go ahead and get started by looking at what supplies we're going to need. Okay, so most important, you need mason jars. So I've got two different sizes here. I don't remember the ounces for each of them, but this is basically the smallest kind, the middle size, and then I think there's a bigger one than that, I think. I got these trees at the dollar store. Basically, they're just like, they've got this little fake snow on them. So these were pretty cheap. I got two different sizes of those. Go with my two different size jars. You do need some kind of fake snow. So I got this buffalo snowflakes. It's got a little bit of some iridescent flakes in it. You can get whatever kind you want there. You'll need some kind of craft clamps or workshop clamps to hold the trees on when you glue. Optional stuff. Glitter. I got an extra fine silver. I got this white iridescent glitter. I'm also going to try out painting one of my lids, and that's let's see, it's like some kind of silver that I got, like a silver glitter. I got some ribbon, and I also got some twine. I'm going to try those out on the lids of my jars. So that's what you're going to need for supplies. Let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so the first thing that we want to do is start with our jar and our lid. Now what's going to happen is our tree is actually going to be inverted, so that when we put the lid on, this is going to be our snow globe. So what we have to do is we have to glue the tree onto the bottom underside of the lid. Now I'm going to use hot glue, I'm sorry. You can use super glue if you'd like. If you decide to use water in your snow globe, there are different directions for this. Today I'm just going to do the waterless directions. If you want to get the directions with water, you can go to Simple Craves and Olive Oil. The website there is where I got this from. So I'm going to go and I'm going to hot glue my tree onto my lid, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got my little tree hot glued to the underside of my lid for my mason jar. Now, if I were using a different kind of glue that wasn't quick drying, like hot glue, I would need to use clamps. Now, obviously, I bought the wrong kind of clamps. They wouldn't work on that. They do make much larger clamps for doing like woodworking and shops and stuff. These are like little craft ones. So if you use something that's not a fast drying glue, then you'll need some kind of clamp probably to hold it in place, just to help it adhere well to the lid. Alright, so now what I can do is I can fill my jar. So I'm going to add my fake snow. We don't need a ton of snow, we just want enough so that when we turn it upside down, it comes up, you know, we can see it up above the tree. So, and then I can add some of my glitters just to kind of spruce it up a little bit. Yeah. I'm going to shine it up in there. I want to save some for my other jar. I'm making two jars. Alright, so shake that around a little bit. And this is dry, so I'm going to put my lid on. So we turn it over and look at this. Then we've got a nice little layer of snow. I got a little silver glitter in there. I've got my other shiny glitter, and I don't know if you can see it, but some of it sticks to the edge of the jar. Alright, so I'm going to take my silver glitter, just an acrylic paint. I'm going to dab it on there. I'll take my paintbrush. Spread it around. Now you could also do this before you ever make your snow globe. That way you can paint the lid when it's not on the jar and everything's not finished. I'm going to let that set that aside and let that dry. And then I'll work on my big jar. Alright, so here's our finished snow globes. I have to say, of the two, the one with the ribbon is my favorite. I just used hot glue around the lid of the jar and a couple of points so that I could hold on the ribbon, and then I just went back over with a piece of twine and tied it in a bow. You can do that however you like, but I think they both came out really adorable, and they were super easy. So we'll see you next time on Teen Craft Corner.